Hello all you beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. This is just a quick update and overview of capabilities of this cute little Begode Mten4. So as you could see here, this is my first time off-roading this wheel, and if you are new to the channel, I am a 220-pound rider and I am about 6'2". So for those considering getting something this small, for those saying it's a toy versus something usable, to me this wheel is beyond amazing for its size and its abilities. So, it's not a big wheel. It's not meant to do everything, but in the case of normal usage and range this wheel gets, it is an absolute blast and it is extremely capable. You can see here I'm coming up on this hill. This is the same, not super steep grade hill, but I took the T4 and I've taken other wheels on, and this wheel had zero hesitation. I'm 220 pounds. This is an 11-inch wheel. Mind you, that tire is filled to like 45 psi right now, so it wasn't the most fun off-road, but as you can see here, this is real time with a couple slowed down spots. It went up that hill with ease. So if you're comparing this to, say, a one wheel, which there is a very broad range group on riders for one wheels, from kids to mainly adults and older aged men. So in that aspect, there is a lot of people that transition from one wheels to unicycles or keep both. And this wheel would be, less expensive than the new one wheel and more capable in my opinion. It's got more power, it's got more battery, it has more torque, it has better ground clearance. It's a good little wheel. However, for stuff like this off-roading, it is a narrower tire than the one wheel, but it's very capable. I had zero issues. I hopped off the pedals a couple of times due to, hitting some rocks or roots or whatever, but I landed back on the pedals, and at no point did the wheel cut out, drop me, or scare me as far as instability goes. So, if you could get 27 plus miles out of this wheel at 15, 18 miles an hour, and you could off-road it in conditions like these trails, I don't know why you would consider this a toy. I'm 220 pounds, and it gets me A to B with zero issues. Again, it's not a big wheel. It's not meant to do everything. However, for what I've put it through, it has done it without a problem, and I absolutely love how small it is. If you saw my last video, I bought a backpack that fits it, and I'm going to do a range test with 2 of these and a 5-amp charger to see how far I could get in one day on 2 Mten4s. You can see this big loose chunky gravel. Again, it made it through it without a problem. You can see how bumpy the ride is, but again, I wouldn't say it's a whole lot different than any other non-suspension wheel other than its size. You can't compare it to an 18-inch wheel as far as absorbing large bumps, but for all the small stuff, it feels just as bumpy in my opinion. And then this is just a quick overview of a couple of parts. Quick little overview of the wheel here. As you could see, I am out at Miller, Sylvania State Park. It's a beautiful little wetland area with some creeks and a cool lake. This is the Mten4 that got me here. This here is the new light shroud that people have been asking about. You could see it sticks out quite a bit in the front here, all the way around, as well as it has that iconic shroud that people like, kind of that bill cap hat look. So this is now posted on the Etsy. Not everybody wanted this plus the side guards and the back piece. So I did separate just the shroud so you guys could purchase the different styles and mix it up while also not having to buy the rest of it every time. As you can see, I have a new kickstand here that also has a trolley handle attachment. So this is now on the Etsy as well. I have it linked in the description below where to get this exact trolley handle, as well as to purchase my mount there for it. It does have, if we get her started here, 3 locking positions. That being the tallest, as you can see for my height, is plenty of height. That being the second height. Sorry about that, guys. Hard to do with one hand, but there is 3 different locking positions. And as you can see, we could trolley it around, no problem. There is a little bit of give to it. Because the underside here has no support, the one that will be listed on the Etsy, this will taper down and meet up with the metal underneath, so it will not have this flex anymore. But it is TPU, so it is designed to flex, which is nice because if you do get in some kind of crash, don't know if you could see that dent there, but I did, and the mount did not permanently bend or break. So it does work as a kickstand, and it does utilize the same bolts that are already, or bolt holes that are already in the back of this unit. And as you can see, the headlight shroud actually works as a kickstand as well. So that's just a quick update for you guys. If there's any other things you want for the Mten4, please do let me know. And again, I am working on the side pads that will have an adjustable jump pad built in. Stay tuned for that.
Hope you all enjoyed that quick little overview of the trolley handle and the new shroud. I know Begode last night decided to post their trolley handle. A little frustrating considering it took the time to source this trolley handle and start designing and making a nice mount for it. However, if you guys are interested in my mount and for, color options of having it and having that ability to have that flexible impact during crashes to not have to worry about bending or breaking, it is on my Etsy. I dropped the link below. If you want a Begode one, get a Begode one. I'm curious when they're going to release those and how much they're actually going to be. But either way, everyone has at least 2 options now, which is nice. So again, this isn't a crazy harsh trail by any means. I was probably averaging around 10-12 miles an hour cruising around on this, and at no point did I feel like this was sketchy at all. However, like I said in my other video, when it comes to training people, I've tried to train people, and I've trained people on the S18, the T4, the S22s, the Master, and I've tried to train people on this wheel, and it is not a good training wheel in my opinion. Like I said, if you could ride this wheel, you could ride basically any wheel. This thing is tiny, it's very torquey, it's a lot harder to try to hop on with that second foot and get going, but once you get the hang of it, it is a very capable wheel, and I do absolutely love this thing. You'll see the lake coming up here shortly. This is Miller-Sylvania State Park again. Beautiful place to come ride. If you're ever in the area, come cruise with me. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and have a beautiful day, you beautiful people.